Hey everybody, welcome back to Family Firearm Reviews. Today we're going to check out the Smith Wesson Shield Plus in .30 Super Carry. Now this is a pretty nice little firearm. I'm really excited to get out in the range and test this new firearm out, the new round that came out. You know, it's between that .380 and 9mm, so it's going to be something with a little bit less recoil than 9mm, but some pretty good ballistics and some good stopping power. So I'm really excited to get out there and shoot this. Let's get down into the numbers. So you're going to have a barrel length of 3.1 inches. You're going to have an overall length of 6.1 inches. You're going to have a weight of around 19.3 ounces and a width of 1.1 inches. Now your height, it's going to vary depending on what kind of mag you're going to run in there. We do have the smaller mag, which is 13 rounds, and if we have this in, we're about 4.5 inches tall. Now if you do run the larger mag, which is 16 rounds, so you get 3 extra rounds with just that little bit of extra, you're running about 5 inches, just under 5 inches actually. You're running a trigger pull of about 5.5 pounds, and with that capacity, I think this is going to be a great firearm on the range today. So this firearm has a lot of the great features that we've come to know and love with our Shield Pluses. This Shield Plus in .30 Super Carry has a lot of the same features that we're familiar with the 9mm and the .380. So let's go over some of those features here. It does come optics ready, which is nice. You don't need adapter plates. It just has the nice footprint in there for us. Now we do have an adjustable front and rear sight, and the sights are set up very nicely. We've got night sights in the rear with an orange ring night sight in the front, so it's easy for us to pick up these sights. It's nice for us to acquisition our targets, so I think that's going to be really nice for us. Now, another feature that I really like is the chamber indicator. The chamber indicator is right on top, where it's a nice big circle, so we'll be able to see if the firearm has one in the chamber, so I think that's going to be really nice. Now we do have the rear serrations and these small front serrations right here, so you can chamber check if you need to, or if you have an optic, you'll be able to rack the slide from the front instead of going near the rear where you may grab your optic, may throw it out of zero. Something it does lack is a front rail. You can't really put anything on here, no light or laser accessory at this present moment, so that is a downside to this firearm. It does have a nice flat rise trigger with that trigger safety right here, and then we do have some good stippling on the grips, but a lot of this is smooth, so it's not going to rub you funny when you are carrying the firearm, when you have it somewhere, because this is really designed for concealed carry. Now if we flip to the other side, you can see all the controls are set up for right-handed, so there is no ambi controls on this firearm, which is kind of a downside if you're a left-handed person. Now that's taking the good with the bad. Now that we've covered everything, let's get out to the range and see how this shoots for our first shots, first thoughts. So one of the downsides I'm already finding is it is very hard to get the first round started in these mags, so definitely maybe a mag loader would be in order. These are kind of the mags that go from the double stack to the single, so that first round, once you get in there, it's not so hard, but I was loading the smaller round. I got about 11 rounds in there, and it's really getting pretty difficult to push that down, so I would definitely have a mag loader out there on the range with you while you're trying to get these started. I found that you've got to kind of push this down a little bit with your finger, kind of hold it down. While you're doing that, you've got to slide that first round in. You can't just push them in like you would with a regular 9mm. So that's something to consider too. So we're going to throw the first few rounds down the .30 Super Carry. We did get the 100 grain Federal. I couldn't find anything else right now, so the newer round, it's a little hard to find anything but the 100. They do make 115 grain, so next time we're going to bring that for sure. So let's test this out. Oh man, it's really smooth. That was really light and easy. That felt really good, low recoil. There's no felt recoil to tell you the truth. Let's run this larger base plate, see how that feels. Not a bad shooting little firearm. Good. So right out of the box, I'm gonna tell you these sights are way off. I'm sitting here probably between 7 to 20 yards, and I'm off 6 to 8 inches to the left. So to get a bullseye on my target, I had to aim at the edge of the target around 6 inches away just to nick the edge of that bullseye. So we're gonna have to drift these sights, try to get them more aligned, but right out of the box, not impressed with that. It's made it, really difficult to take this for the first shots. Just to kind of test out how far off these sights are, I've put the paper target out there. I'm going to shoot at it. It's one of the ugly ducks where you can actually see where you hit. I'm gonna do 3 shots aiming right at the center, and then I'm gonna try to adjust and see how far off we are. I did not bring a tool to adjust the front. I don't have my brass tool with me, so this review is gonna be a little short that way, but just out of the box, I'm gonna show you how off these sights were, right? So we are running that 16 round mag. So that was 3 shots. You can see right there, right down the middle. I'm shooting low and to the left, right? So now I'm gonna adjust 3 shots. I'm gonna go over to the right, aim right off the edge of that target, right at the same height as the bullseye. You can see those ones came up a little bit. So we're sighting in a little nice and slow. So those ones I tried to put just right and high, and they're coming in. You can see I'm getting closer and closer as I move up to that bullseye. But these sights are just pretty far off. So I'm aiming at the top right corner right now. And that's putting me just to the right of that bullseye. So let's come down a little bit. So you can see I'm all over the place trying to find, the zero on this gun. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna go back out, we're gonna recenter this, we're gonna make this a better firearm for us for the rest of the review, because we'll just be chasing it all day. So right now I'm not very impressed. Smith Wesson is definitely a better company than this, I would think. I've really not shot a lot of Shield or Shield Pluses. This is the first one I've ever owned, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not impressed at all. So come back for the next one, and hopefully we can get this sight fixed up and we can get some good shots down the range.
Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. We want to hear from you. Get more content from Family Firearm Reviews by joining our Patreon and checking out the links in the description.